What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on the New York Islanders giving Josh Bailey a 5-year extension. Excuse me, a 6-year extension worth $30 million for a $5 million average annual value. Good math. I just got it backwards. I really like this deal. I mean, Bailey's obviously having his best year in the NHL. He's already surpassed his career high in points, averaging better than a point a game, being among the league leader in assists. He's always been a really good player. He's in the NHL, I thought, a little too early, but that's just the way things work out with high draft picks, and we all know how I feel about the junior AHL, NHL rule. But again, you look at what he's done this season, and, I think I don't think it guarantees John Tavares stays, but it definitely helps the Islanders' case of keeping Tavares. I've said all along, I think Tavares is staying on Long Island. I think the long-term home in Belmont becoming a reality over the next few years, and having a guy like Bailey sign long term, I just think is definitely some pretty good selling points for JT. And again, I look at Bailey. I don't think this is an egregious contract. He had 56 points last year, and $5 million a year for a guy that, worst case scenario, is going to average between 45 and 60 points a year for the duration of it. That's a going rate, whether you like it or not. You can say, oh, well, X, Y, Z. If you'd signed this contract last year, yeah, if my outside boss was my uncle. I think it's just a very fair deal for a guy who's having a really good year. And quite frankly, I think he would have gotten more on the open market. Because, like I've said many, many, many times, GMs and owners are fucking stupid. They give out these egregious contracts, on July 1st because they have a ton of money, they're hot and horny. It's like a suburban blue-collar dad that goes to Vegas with a new credit card. Oh, shit, he's got all this money that isn't real money, but it's going to come back to bite him in the ass, and, chooses to hire the highest-end call girl. That's what July 1st is like for NHL GMs. So I think the Islanders and Bailey getting this deal done early is mutually beneficial. I think it's yet another selling point to keep Tavares on Long Island, and just a great day for the franchise. I'm really happy that they're headed back to, their traditional homeland, so to speak. And with games being played at the Coliseum the next few years, I think they tried to go I don't want to say try to go mainstream by going to Brooklyn, the epicenter of hipster culture, but it just didn't work. The arena's not fit for hockey. The fan base in, the borough of Brooklyn isn't as passionate as it was in Uniondale and in Nassau County. And, there are brighter days ahead for the Islanders. And this deal getting done is, just a small piece of that puzzle. Anyway, that's all I got. So to the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes of the season and beyond. Later, guys.